Hey everyone, what's up? Jigging with Daniel here, bringing you another awesome video. Today what I've got for you is my top 5 fishing lures that I'm going to fish with personally for early springtime bass fishing. Now yes, there's tons of videos out there doing this, but I want to do it because I'm going to show you what I'm going to personally throw. Now, first off, number one, I'm going to throw a Livingston Lure Jerkmaster 121 in white. Your water's still cold. If I want to go out and fish deep, I can, because they will hit on white. Now, some of y'all may know this, and some of y'all may not. There is different variations in the jerkbait. Now, this is a Livingston Lures. This is a little bit cheaper. This is a Bass Pro Shops Tournament Series jerkbait. Now, what's the difference besides the EBS technology? That. But when you're jerking this, and it's going to do the same thing. But when you pause it, instead of just sitting there, it's going to float back up to the top of the surface. Now, that comes in handy if you're fishing in warmer water. But when you're fishing in colder water, you need something that's going to stay suspended there. Now, I'll jerk this, and I'll jerk it one time, and I'll let it sit there for 10 to 15 seconds. Now, if the water's really, really cold, I'm going to jerk it one time and let it sit there for 30 to 45 seconds, up to a minute. Then I'll jerk it again. And I can fish this in slow because it's just going to suspend there. It's just going to sit there and float. Now, with this, and you got to fish it with little warmer waters because you're constantly jerking it. When you do pause it, it's just for short little pauses. And it's going to start to float back up, and then you're going to jerk it again. And it's going to go float back up, and you'll jerk it again. Now, there's different variations. I've got this one. It's a little smaller and stays suspended with the little horsehair on it. And then I just recently got this one, which is clear. You can see inside of it. It is a hooked sharp. I'm going to throw Rapala. I'm going to start throwing this in this weekend and see how it does, and I'll tell you about it in the next video. Now, number 2 fishing lure that I'm going to throw is chatterbait. Why chatterbait? It's got lots of movement with this, and you got your tail, and then you can put your trail on it. You can put something like this on it, or you can put a Zoom Super Fluke on it. Zoom Super Fluke. Now you're going to say, how them two go together? Well, I seen this technique from my cousin who caught an 8-pound bass on it. And at 45 degrees outside, the water was probably in the low 30s. He had a white chatterbait and a white Zoom Super Fluke. Took the white Zoom Super Fluke and put it on this, casted it up near the bank. It was a steep shelf. Casted it down near the bank and started reeling in. He hit it the first cast. He hit it, didn't get it, didn't take it. Second cast, he took it and done it. And he just swallowed it. So it does work. All right, now the third bait fishing lure the bait that I'm going to throw is Zoom Super Fluke in white. Again, everybody's favorite fishing lure. Easy to learn how to use. Easy to rig up. Now I'll throw it like this with the worm hook just threaded through it and run out if I'm not fishing in no cover. And I'll actually put it in there a little deeper. I'll put it in and it's wanting to slide back out. But I'll usually run it in there about that deep, and it's usually straight. So you know, this is I just rigged up real quick. Or I'll throw it in there, something like this, Texas rigged, what's got the thing on the bottom, where you got your little loop on the bottom. And as I'm rigging it up, I'll slip a bail sinker on there so that it drops down quickly, depending on the weight size, and drops down evenly. If I'm fishing in cover, I can throw it into the cover, wiggle it a little bit, and it'll drop down, and then I can start reeling it back in. Now, the other way I'm going to throw it is this way, with a bullet sinker attached to the end, either loose or pegged. What pegging means, if you don't know what pegging is, pegging a bullet sinker means, and you do this with any kind of sinker, egg sinker, bullet sinker, that's any kind of sinker that slides. Basically what you do, and don't use a toothpick for this. You'll see people using toothpicks to peg their bullet sinkers all the time. It doesn't work because it can pinch the line. And so, I mean, if you're using light line, say little thin bitty 10-pound fishing line, like I sometimes do, it's going to break the line. So you want to use something rubber. You can buy them at the bait shop. I don't have none with me here, but they're about this long, and they're black and rubber. They're rubber and they're tapered. Now what that's going to do, you actually put your bullet sinker on first, and there's different methods of what you can use to peg, but this is the easiest thing to do. Put it on there, and you take your bullet sinker, and you push that rubber thing, and you just pull it right up through there, and then you snip it off. But alright, the fourth fishing lure that I'm going to use for early springtime bass fishing is a square bill deep diver with some kind of white in it. I like these because you can go in around docks as the water's coming up, if you're in a lake where they drain to the winter like I am, or anywhere, in cover, close to cover. I like to throw this around docks because it doesn't go real deep, and if the water's warm, the bass are going to be moving up towards the surface, where it's more shallow and the water's a little warmer. I'm going to throw this and it won't get tangled up in the cables. Alright, now if I'm fishing a little deeper, I'll go with something like this. This is the Livingston Lure Medium Action Deep Diver. Yes, it has the EBS technology, and this is the Copperhead paint scheme. I've actually not used this in yet. I just got this in a couple days ago, and not had the chance to use it. But I love the color on it, and I like it because and I'm not going to typically throw this in around coverage or docks because how deep it's going to go. It's going to go 10 times deeper than this is, just based on the lip. So this one's got more of a chance to get hung up in cover, in brush, or on a cable. Alright, and so the number 5 fishing lure that I'm going to throw is spinnerbait. Now, there's different colors. You've got your white, you've got your green and yellow, you've got your, sorry, I got too many. You've got your red and yellow, and then you've got your, then I have a black one, I have just a plain yellow one, I have an orange one. Now there's different styles of spinnerbaits. Now there's the ones that's on the top water that disturb the top of the water, or there's the ones like this, even like this, that have the 2 things on it, or there's even the ones that's just got the one spoon-like thing on it. Now I'm not technically going to throw this, and that's why I have it in 2 different colors here. I have it in the same color in 2 different styles. I have it in where it's got the thing to displace more water, to make more vibration in the water, or I've got this in where in the warmer months you can get out there early in the morning and throw that, and the sun's going to shine on it, and it's going to disturb the top of the water. Now that's not going to work in winter when the water's still cold, but this, and if the sun's shining, they'll hit it. Not necessarily that color. I'm going to throw more of a whitish color until the warmer months. I hope y'all liked the video. If y'all want more, remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like. That's all I got, guys.